You're live. We're live. Oh, we're live. We're getting ready. Well, come on in. You know what? I know a lot about you, but I don't know what your name is.
Henry.
Henry. I knew that. I know about your kids. I know Henry's from Miami. You flew up here.
Correct.
Putting together a T-bucket. You've thought about it for a long time.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for 6 years.
6 years. So we're going to kind of go with Have It Your Way as a theme for today. Because you're doing some things that are a little bit different, but you had a story that's probably, it's way too common in the hot rod world. Kind of share some of your experience of what not to do and what to do. And you're an ex-law enforcement. You're retired.
Correct. Yeah.
Police, Miami.
Yeah, I'm an ex-law enforcement. I did corrections and police in Miami. And what happened was about 2008, I decided to do a T-bucket and went up to someone in Port Richey, Florida. Dave Corey was the person that was supposed to build my T-bucket back then. Gave him a bunch of money, like almost $18,000. And to make a long story short, end up taking my money. So always do your research before you give somebody a lot of money. You give as you go. And always, if you can, travel to the place, meet the people, and see the project going along little by little. Well, in this case, I saw him, I met him the first time, and after that, just trusted the guy and just gave him all the money as he requested, but never went back and looked at my project. And what happened was he just took my money, ran, had to chase him down, took him to court, got him arrested, finally paid me back little by little, but I still lost money on that. So I came across Spirit.
We want a positive experience now.
Let's definitely
just do some due diligence.
Yeah.
Not everybody's honest out there, and
correct.
Get some references, and even good references aren't always a good thing.
Yeah.
But
so definitely I came to
some of the
Spirit.
product.
Yeah, I saw his work, and I met Josh. And I traveled from Miami, came down here, saw his shop, came out really nice, and he's doing a lot of stuff for me. He's telling me what to do, what not to do. So in that part of it, it's coming along great. So I'm getting the bucket that I want, the way I want it, and it's not going to be probably not the best bucket out there. That, to my experience, is maybe not the prettiest, but it's going to be my taste, the way I want it done.
Sounds like it's going to be a pretty nice bucket.
And it's gonna be nice, you know. So I seen their work and I seen their shop, and it's great, you know. And Josh is just helping me along to get what I want.
There's a couple unique ideas, so we try to make this kind of a tech show. On our 27, we've got hidden hinges. We got hidden hinges in the bigger cars, but our 23, we've got an external hinge that you can see. That's not what you wanted.
Right.
So if we're going to do, like, this is our 23, it's a regular body, and we're building this one for you now. And our door is basically made in a mold with a jamb in it, the external part of it. The body itself has a jamb, and then we put an insert into it. With an internal, or with a hidden hinge, we can't do that. This one we can easily put the external hinge on it, get it mounted, get it swinging right and going. And so we're going to have to put a hidden hinge on this. Now this is something, you don't need to know the math. I get frustrated easy. Sometimes I just, to the point, just do what I say, just don't even ask questions, just do it. So I don't want to be there, but it doesn't really matter the shape of this hinge. You showed me a couple different ones of people that had hidden hinges. It doesn't matter this shape so much, but what you got to do when this door opens, if it opens directly into it, what's going to happen, this is going to hit the flange right here.
Yeah.
It's got to actually open out a little bit and around it. The key to make that work, and we make our own hinges here and do a lot of design, and is where it pivots. Where it pivots is the key. If I have it pivoting in the right spot, and I can make the hinge like this and come around and look however I want and bolt it to it. So you want to have, and this is our design, it's as simple as you can get. I mean, you see, so it's going to go on here, it's going to go on here. What we're going to do is we're going to slot it here. I'll put some threaded holes in this, so you'll bolt it from the outside, so you will have some adjustment. You were asking about adjustment. If you want to take it off, you'll just take them bolts out of there. The whole door will slide out. Now these hinges will be in here permanently though.
Okay.
Because your insert will be in it. You want this pivot point. This will be the jam. This will be the car. You want this pivot point back and as tight to the front as you can get it. If you've got this pivot point too close, or this pivot point too far back into the car, what's going to happen, that door is going to swing right into the door jamb, and it's going to hit it every time. And so that's one thing we're doing with this, and then we're going to put a bear claw latch, so it'll swing. It won't have the suicide type latch.
Right.
Like we're saying, sometimes on the suicide latches, we did that for years, and we still do it sometimes. If you leave the pin out and somebody closes that door, it's going to leave a mark. So what's some of the other things you wanted? Oh, in the back, we're going to put a bed on, but you want the hidden hinges for the...
Correct. It's going to have a hidden hinge also in the back, so you don't see anything.
So we're going to design that, swing that up.
Yeah.
On the front end, you wanted... oh, Larry, let's give Larry a glimpse of his car. This is kind of a have it your way. We've been designing this. This is a tall tee from another company. The customer brought it to us, and we did a lot of different modifications. Like yours, you don't want the oval in the dash. So we're going to take that oval out, and you're going to have a computer screen.
A 7-inch radio in there.
A screen in the dash, so that'll be... will it have your gauges and all that go through that, or will the
No, the
gauges
gauges will be separate. Correct. The VDO gauges.
But this is an axle. This one happens to be spring behind, but we put it in a... It almost has a spring over look. But you're wanting an axle just like this one.
Yeah. It's going to be a Super Bell axle.
Super Bell axle.
Yeah, 4-inch drop suicide.
Did you already explain how long these take to get, Josh? How long do we wait on this axle?
This is be chrome, that's polished different.
Oh, okay. But this is a really nice axle. So this is the axle you're going to get. This has got radius rods, but you're wanting to have a 4-link setup on yours.
4-link setup, correct.
So normally we do radius rods, but this one we're doing a 4-link. I was thinking just before you came out here, Josh, you've been with Josh in the office, kind of going through the paperwork. We get the purchase order back here. We got so many projects going on. I just look at the purchase order, and once we discuss it, I know what's going on. But we kind of have two things going on here. We're really blessed to have a rod shop. I mean, it's exciting to see you get your car built and be part of the project. But at the same time, we have a hot rod factory. We've got jig tables for this. We got this. We do it. This is how we do it. We can
get them out.
Get them out. We can do it. I mean, so every once in a while we got to catch up on production. But it's exciting to be able to do new engineering and things like that. You're going to have a pretty significant motor. You're going to have
It's a 454 full-blown motor, and I want it just to show car, and that's what I want to do it so I can use it in movies and you go to shows on it.
So it's going to be a pretty high horsepower.
Yeah.
A lot of torque, a big block with a blower, looks cool. So we'll need to make probably 2 inches extra on the frame, make sure we got room for the blower and everything. And then we pretty much discussed we're going to go with a 400 transmission.
400 transmission.
You can build it pretty stout, put a lot of horsepower behind it and not tear it up.
Not tear it up, yeah. Not that I'm going to race it, but just in case.
You got some pretty styling wheels. I guess you got...
I got some...
Do they still make them, or...?
Yeah, wheel well. The racing rims, yeah.
Those are pretty neat. So we got those, and I don't know. Do we have any other different kind of?
Can I get the hard top on it?
Gonna get a hard top
with the interior, leather interior, alligator skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be all custom inside. You guys are doing all the work and everything for me, so it's like pretty much a turnkey car, you know.
We'll be down in Florida, and you were asking about some of the shows and different things. If we did a show up here anymore.
Yeah, I was see if you had shows, big shows here, like they do. Class Mini Coopers, they have shows and they go all over different, go into Dragon Tail and, you know, stuff like that, which I would love to go.
So you've got a Mini Cooper and a good crowd with all them folks?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Turns heads all the time. It's a Japanese spec, really nice, mint condition. So that's what I want to do this, to make it look really nice, you know. Because I've seen a lot of T-buckets, they don't look nothing to compare to what you guys do here. I mean, you guys are working with me, so that's what gives me the, you know, gets me proud to be involved in the project, and then I get it my way, you know.
Get it your way, and you'll be a bucket head.
Yeah,
and we call you a bucket head.
Small bucket head.
And there are some really awesome people out there that have T-buckets. It's almost like having a Harley. It's kind of like you got your own group, and there's events all over the country. If you go onto the web and just type in T-bucket, there's 4 or 5 different message groups on there, and there's Tbucketeers.com is a thing, and different Facebook pages.
Yeah.
I think there's a T-Bucket national event that travels around, and there's probably 8 or 10 T-Bucket specific events that really great people. I need to get out and go. We've just been so busy here the last 4, 5, 6 years that I haven't been out much. But
It's nice to have one. I've been wanting to get one since 2008. I mean, it's just, I had bad experience, but now I'm learning, you know. I tried, I mean, I called different places. I even called Speedway, 3 out of 2.
we try not to use that name around here, but that's
They-
okay.
they were very
We'll give
rude
them
to me on the phone.
Hey, Dave, if you happen to watch this, you owe me one. But go ahead.
Well, I try to buy parts from them, but 2 out of 3, they were rude to me on the phone. It sounded like they didn't want to sell to me.
Well,
And that's why I went away, even
Yeah,
though I'm
they're-
getting some parts from them. But, you know, I go from my experience. That's just my personal experience. And that's why I was going to go to them first. But the way they were on the phone, they're bad to me.
well, there's some good people there. And
But
there's
there
a
are
lot of
good people.
rods. Yeah.
One person helped me. I forgot his name. I wrote his
Yeah.
name down. He helped me out a lot. That's why I'm buying parts from them.
Yeah, no, there's
You
some
know.
good folks over there. We
Well, I
just
just-
happen to have an advantage because of
You
folks
know.
like you. We get
Yeah.
to build cars, and we can take what we learned, like the door. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a one-off. We've done it before, but we can learn from that and then maybe make it and put it into production.
Well, they told me they couldn't do the chassis for a 454.
Well, it's
that
a little
took me
different.
away.
It's a little bit different.
That's why I came here. You can manufacture it the way I want it.
Mhm.
That's why I had to go that route. I mean, you got to get what you want.
Well, you can see that this is
you
a
know.
jig table for the 23.
Yeah.
And it's already set up. It's set up. We can do the extended. We can do the regular T. We can do the C cab on here. We do a turtleneck one. We were talking about the different motor mounts. We clamped it. This is for the. We already decided on the brake. You're going to do power brakes.
Yes.
So we got different mounts for regular brakes or power brakes. Steering box goes on here. Different motor mounts go in. Different transmission mounts. But the jig is just not set up for 454. We don't do that many of them, and it's just, you have to add 2 inches, especially if you're going to do a blower, so it's got to actually get picked up out of it and go, you know, just got to be aware. So I can see where if you're strictly a factory, you throw just a little change in it,
Yeah.
it
It throws it off. but-
throws it off. But I got a great welder, and we're a little behind right now. Everybody here seemed to have had an issue. One body man's mom died. It was
Yeah.
deer season in Arkansas, and that means everybody gets a vacation for deer season. Sean dropped a big steel thing on his foot, and I was wounded, but we're back into production. So I don't know if you guys have talked about time frames yet, but hopefully we get on the same time frame page.
Yes. I don't have a problem with the time frame. You know, everything costs money.
Well, we just, you know, that's part
And I
of it.
know
too.
you're busy. You're backed up, and you have a lot of cars here coming up. So, you know, you get them as you go. You know, that's how it works. So I'm patient.
Well, that's good.
You know,
Well,
I'm patient with that.
So anyway, Henry, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for
Rob.
choosing
Thank
us.
you so
It's
much.
good to get to know you,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll be talking. You'll talk to Josh a lot, and then as it comes together, it's going to be a way cool car.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very nice car.
It's going
Very
to have a
nice.
curry rear end.
Something very nice.
That's,
Not in Miami. People don't have it like that. Definitely not.
Oh, it's the book. We always close with a book. I got a friend that wrote a couple books.
Ah,
Ernie, we call him the Hot Rod Man.
Let him pick.
You want to pick? You want to pick one? Just pick a random one.
a random.
It's not Proverbs, but it's just like words of wisdom.
Okay, here you go.
We got this one down here. Oh, these are always so perfect. Okay, the road to happiness is the same road that leads to misery. Every kind thought and action is a step in the right direction of happiness. So, even though you might have been on a road to misery there for
Yeah.
a little while, I mean, it's, you know, just stuff happens, kind
Yeah.
of go along, but how does he finish it up here? Every kind thought and action is a step in the direction of happiness. So let's just work towards building your dream. That's what we
Yeah.
say around here. We don't build cars,
Yeah.
we build dreams.
Correct.
So
That sounds great.
thanks. You got to get with Josh some more. I'm
Yeah.
going to get a purchase order, and we're going to know exactly what you want, and we're going to see one awesome car
Go
here
from
come
there, and then-
springtime.
And as we go along, we take pictures or videos and show everybody else how it's coming.
On the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Very good.
That'll be
well,
great.
thanks for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.